Yo, what's going on YouTube? This is Waylon with TeamTwistedDuelist here with Scott again. It's been a while since the last time we've seen him in his deck profiles. He was up in Michigan for a little bit, hanging out with his other family. But he's back here rocking the what?
Burning Abyss.
Hell yeah, ready for that next week in regionals.
Yes, sir.
Columbus, October 10th. Hope to see you guys there. But let's get into it. This is not going to be his full build. We'll be posting another one the Friday, the October 9th. Getting that video up and going. But for now, let's see what you got, bud.
This is my test version 1.5, just testing out ideas, and I like the build so far. I'm working on getting a couple different cards I want to add to it. Let's go ahead and get to the main deck.
All right.
Of course, 3 copies of Scarm, 3 copies of Seer, and 3 copies of Graph, basic. Go ahead and get those ones out of the way. I run 2 copies of Farfa. I love its banishing ability, so I can go for the OTK. This is more of a speed and high monster build, which is what I like. It works out very well for me. I keep my resources up. 1 copy of Rubik, basic, to get my Virgil out.
Yep.
Calcab, Cagna, Barbar, Libic, and Alk for the one-ofs of the Burning Abyss monsters. Basic, not really much to explain there if you know Burning Abyss.
Exactly.
If you don't know Burning Abyss, you shouldn't be watching the video. 2 copies of Effect Feeler. These right now are in place of Absolute King. But I still love running Effect Feeler, and I'm going to be mixing it around, but this version of it I use Effect Feeler, and it comes in handy in all types of situations, so.
Hell yeah.
Love Effect Feeler. Of course, 1 copy of Tour Guide, basic, if I wish I could run more, and 1 copy of Math. In this build, I only need 1, don't need more, because it's mostly a Burning Abyss monster, large amount. I don't really need the other monsters in it, because that will slow me down.
Alright.
There's not very many spells, but basic Regeki.
Yep.
2 copies of Dark Hole. Foolish Burial, and Good and Evil. I love Good and Evil's effect because it gets me a Burning Abyss monster in the graveyard and gets me 1 to hand. So that's instant advantage.
Alright.
And it's easy to send to the graveyard. 3 copies of Karma Cut. You can't go wrong with Karma Cut, especially in this format. Banishing cards is king right now, so Karma Cut is amazing, especially against the mirror match. So
yeah. Oh, for sure.
hit a Graph, and they have 2 in the graveyard, game.
Bye-bye.
2 Seer, game. You know. 3 copies of Mind Crush. Always get that advantage. If I get it wrong, it's not going to hurt me because I can just discard a Burning Abyss monster and get 1-ups. It's Mind Crush. Beautiful card to have in the main deck. And another card, beautiful, to banish from the graveyard, Fiend Griefing. And then I can send a Burning Abyss monster to the graveyard, or anything else I really want. And so it comes in handy all the time, never goes wrong. 2 copies of Breakthrough, mostly just in case it gets knocked off by anybody discarding or anything like that. So it's Breakthrough skill. Only need 2. 3 is too cloggy. I'm running 2 copies of Fire Lake in this build, mostly because it's a high monster count. 2 Fire Lakes won't go bad, so it comes in handy a lot. I will be running more of these. Is Traveler in the Burning Abyss. It's an amazing card, makes instant big plays, and it goes for the OTK. If for those that do not know what it is, for target any number of Burning Abyss monsters that are sent to the graveyard this turn, special summon them. And you're going to use 1 per turn, obviously. But that's instant. If you did a lot of stuff that turn, you can bring those back and do it again.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's amazing. Copy of Trental, basic. Destroy the field, not going to hurt me. And Skill Drain, which not really going to hurt me. I can just pack on stuff on the field and not have to worry about anything.
Yep.
Skill Drain.
All right,
and that's
40
basically
cards?
for the main. 42.
42.
Because it's a faster build, the 2 extra won't hurt me at all. So
for real.
I'm not worried about the extra 2.
All right, on to the extra.
Extra deck. Of course, 3 copies of Dante.
You got to.
1 Virgil.
Yep.
That's all you need. 3 Downard. Always come in handy with the plays, and make sure just in case anybody does anything to your Dante, you got the Downard, so he's underneath.
Yes.
1 Alucard, basic in most. Same thing with Engineer. Giga Brilliant for the damage. Acid going for the big plays if I need to get over anything.
Yep.
Nightmare Shark to attack directly. Zen Maze for protection. Fortitude, really amazing card. I use him in any deck that I use level 3s or any rank 3s, and because he survives. He's better than Zen Maze in my opinion at times, just because he can cycle back monsters back into my deck.
Yeah.
So you can't beat that. And Utopic Future, I won games because of him, and it can't go wrong, especially if you got 2 Dante's on the field that have no materials and you don't feel like doing downards, or if you want to do 2 downards or whatever you want. Utopic Future, you know, he locks the field.
He's MVP.
Love him. I would run more than 1 if I wanted to, but I don't got no room for it.
Side deck.
Side deck. One Chimera Tech for the Klee and Cosmo match.
Yep.
Not too, it's self-explanatory. 2 Dark Law because banishing is key and people will add cards from their deck all day. I like to banish those too.
Yes.
Dark Law. 2 copies of Max C. I don't need 3 in this build because I got speed, but this is just in case and the situation isn't good for good drawing power for the OTK.
Yep.
Flying C, standard, mirror match, stellars, anything like that because they haven't been hit yet. So Flying C would be amazing. 1 copy of Cyber Dragon for Chimera Tech.
Yep.
The match change of seconds for Dark Law, of course. 3 Fairy Winds because people are running the crap out of Cleaves. And, of course, anybody else that runs back row, stellars, or anything like that, it comes in handy for that situation. And it burns them for damage, and it's not going to hurt me as much because I'll OTK the crap out of them.
Yeah.
And 2 copies of Imperial Wall. Of course, Cosmos, Infernroids, all the shenanigans, especially Spiritual Beasts. I don't have a problem with them with Burning Abyss, but all my past decks, they always give an issue, and I like to play this.
Alright, guys, this is Scott with his BA 1.5, if he wants to call it that.
That's what I like.
Bye, guys. Just stay tuned for us this week. We're supposed to be uploading a decent amount of videos this week. If you guys see us October 10th at Columbus Regionals, please give us a shout out. For now, this is Waylon and Scott with Team Twisted Duelist signing out.
Thank you, guys.